Hey guys, it's Will. I just wanted to tell you that I planted some more seeds, and it's around early September, the 2nd or 3rd. And a lot of people might think that that's it. I've got peppers and tomatoes and kale and jalapenos, bell peppers, and there's some cucumbers and pumpkins coming up. But a lot of people might start thinking about the fall and sort of closing shop. But I'm in Canada as well. And I read a lot about extending the season in the early spring and also in the late fall. So there's a lot of plants that survive and thrive in cool weather. So that's like kale, spinach, radishes, green onions, spinach and stuff like that. So I planted some kale, like curly kind of kale. I've already got the lacinato, the dinosaur. See if I can show you that here. This stuff here. And I've got actually beets, which I like the beet greens here. You can see here. This is actually a broccoli that I just had a seed somehow got in there, but hopefully it won't bolt because it's kind of warm still. But it's in September, it's cooling down, so I'm not sure what's going to happen with that. But anyway, just thought I'd let you know. And also, like, you can plant spinach in the fall and let it grow and then sort of like cover it with straw or mulch, and then it'll come up early in the spring. And I've actually got a little greenhouse and these little coal frames, so I'm going to try to extend the season and have some lettuce in the fall, and sort of, at some point it'll stop growing, but you can still harvest it as long as you don't, it doesn't freeze and stuff. So I'm hoping that I can cover things and keep it a bit warmer. And what I keep trying to emphasize with gardening is that you can do it no matter what you have. Like if you have a container, if you're in an apartment, you can have little, chives or something like that. I got some chive seeds and cilantro, and you could grow that kind of stuff in your house as well. Or if you have a balcony or a deck or something like that. But what I wanted to emphasize is when I looked at the plant-based diets and that, I picked the simplest. I found, and I came up with the simplest recipes, and I cut through a lot of the crap that's out there and just kind of cut to the chase. Potatoes, rice, beans, and veggies, and really made it simple as far as I could try to help you guys. And when I looked at and I read a lot about gardening, there's so many things like bone meal, blood meal, animal manures. You hear about like E. coli. Sometimes it comes from a nearby field with animals, but a lot of times it's from manures that are spread on the plants. And so I'm just using my own compost, which is grass, clippings, leaves from the fall, and some kitchen scraps, banana peels and veggie scraps. And I also got initially some kelp meal and alfalfa meal, but for the most part, just using your own compost, it's very sustainable. You can just top up a few inches every year, and you can use those in containers as well. And so yeah, I'm trying to provide just simple solutions, sustainable. I don't spray chemicals or anything on this stuff. Sometimes a bug eats some of this. Slugs might eat some, or certain bugs eat some of the holes, and the odd time there's a hole here and there, but I don't really mind. Most of the stuff is fine. I just grow a bunch, and hopefully they leave something for me. But yeah, so I'll give you guys a quick little update on this at the end here. And I'm just planting some seeds here. I've just covered it so hopefully birds and things don't eat them up when they're just starting to take here. But so I planted them. It's not really difficult. Just throw some seeds in a little 1/2 inch deep and basically water them and keep them moist for the first week or so. Here's a couple new kale plants. You can see they've gotten eaten. I need to cover this more, but for the most part, there's lots of good stuff here. They like to eat the fresh, tender kale, so that's where you got to watch a bit. Whereas these ones here, the dinosaur, for the most part, I've been cutting a lot of this, but for the most part these are okay. I've got a lot of tomatoes that are ripening here. All sorts of tomatoes here. Just crazy tomatoes. I showed you guys a bit of the beets and there's a little broccoli plant. So over here I put some radishes. I covered that as well. Here's some, you can see jalapenos, a whole bunch here hanging there. And then I've got green peppers all over the place here. I've been picking quite a few of these. And some of these are smaller. And then along the edge here where the trellis is, I planted some new peas and beans, so hopefully those will start to come up as well. Okay guys, catch you later. Name that tune, guys.